totally agree with you, Tanvir, that EVs are the future, and there's no doubt. But this is such a typical cycle that happens when you get a herd mentality rushing into a space because it's the future, whatever that might be. Obviously, we can look at history, but we don't need to. It's not the first time we've seen this sort of thing happen. Something is going to revolutionize the world. Everybody piles in, and then reality sets in. And this is exactly what happened because we had not only people, the pricing of the EVs got so high, people were basically being priced out of the market. The used cars of EVs weren't moving. Hertz made its announcement that it wasn't even going to be renting EVs anymore. Obviously, Tesla now has some good competition with BYD. But I think what's really, and by the way, also Musk's overall reputation went from, well, what I say is the hand of the king to a little bit less because he's gotten more controversial over time with some of the statements that he's made. So you put that all together, and then I think the final crunch to that, to these prices, really was more weather related when people realized when you have major power outs, things freeze or things overheat after we had a record hot summer and then some real freezing temperatures throughout this winter so far, which has really just gotten going, and people can't power up their cars. And the infrastructure is not there. I think that might have been the final nail, at least for now. So, of course, people who are investors are going to look for where's the bottom. I want to see what happens at around 150. That's kind of the number that's in my head for Tesla.
150. Okay. If it breaks down below 150, then we're getting into a very bearish zone, you think?
Well, if you look back just a couple of years, Tesla actually ranged between like 75 and 150. It was an amazing amount of time, like 2 years, and then it broke out of that point. So I would say it would be really hard pressed to get it below 150. But if it does, I don't think it would go much lower. I mean, maybe 125, maybe 100, but then I think that would be the buy of the century. So, yeah, I'm just being extremely patient.
I think we need a bigger yard.